The question says that how does gasket mud affects the bottom hole pressure? So there are four different options. So we need to find out what is a gasket mud and how it affects bottom hole pressure. So for this, let us take an example. The first well is a pure well which is unaffected. So there is no gasket mud in well number 1. And let us say that bottom depth of well is 10,000 feet TVD. And the mud weight is 10 ppg. Now what is a gasket mud? Whenever the formation is a gas bearing formation, then the gas which is there in the pores of formation will dilute into the mud or mix into the mud, and as a result the mud weight will decrease. Now let us say while drilling the same well, the gas which is present in pores of formation, let us say this is some gas present in the pores of the formation. So when I'm drilling this formation, the gas will come into the well pore. So gas will enter into the well pore, and let us say this is the affected point. The gas is, the bottom of well is again same 10,000 feet TVD, and till 9,000 feet, from 10,000 to 9,000 feet, there is a gas mixture, mud and gas mixture. And let us say because a lighter fluid or mixed to the heavier fluid, so the density of fluid will decrease, and let's say the mud weight decreased from 10 and now it is 9.8. So what happens to BHP if mud weight decrease? So obviously BHP will decrease. Now the question is how much BHP will decrease in this case initially when the gasket mud comes into the well pore. Why there is a difference? I will calculate only the difference part. So there will be a difference in the BHP or the hydrostatic pressure. It is because the mud weight decrease. So I will calculate only the decrease in the pressure. So mud weight, how much is the drop in mud weight? The mud weight dropped from 10 ppg to 9.8 times constant. What is the level of drop? So the level of drop is from 10,000 to 9,000, so 1,000 feet. So when I solve this equation, it will be 0.2 times constant times 1,000 feet. So I will get 10.4 psi. So this means that when gas contaminates mud and when gas is at bottom, so the drop in this case is 10.4 psi. So this means that the drop is very less. So the answer is in how gasket mud drilling fluid affects the bottom hole pressure. And the options are: there will be a large reduction, no, there is no large reduction; there is an increase in BHP, no, BHP decreases. So we have to select C. It will cause a small reduction in BHP because the BHP reduced only 10.4 psi. So initially when gasket mud enters into well bore and contaminates mud, then the drop is very less. But when this contamination comes to surface or when the gas reaches to surface, then the drop is maximum.